Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Satoransky, Parker out there with Medu, and it's Fall in at the 5. Lets the 3 fly. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Satoransky. The offensive rebound out left to the wing. Connects from three-point range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Outside Mirotic from deep three-point land. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And he dunks it down.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
The 3 buries it from three-point range. He's got 6.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Got a piece of it.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Shields. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Good on the triple.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Bangs home the trifecta. And it's Parker at the elbow. To the wing right side. Fade away. Here's Fall. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
That one misses. Here's Beaumont. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Shields. A three-pointer is right on target. He's got 12.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
There's the pick. Pass to Medu. 1:36 left to play here in the first. Good on the shot.
That's just poor defense there. You can't give up these kind of looks from the mid-range.
Shields drains it from beyond the arc.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Satoransky up top. It's good from the top of the key. Satoransky's got 5.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Fires from deep. Fall with the rebound. Fall's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Boy, both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
They get the rebound to the right side. Mirotic has a wide open look. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
Here's Sadaransky, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. Sadaransky's got his third bucket of the night. Three-pointer. Sinks the triple.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Fall. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. Leading by 6. We'll take a quick break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, look, and whether it's a point-blank putback or a kick out for an open three, offensive rebounds usually generate quality shots.
They've got Anderson, and it's Vesely in at the center position.
He must have thought he was a jungle gym the way he was climbing all over his back. Easy call.
Yeah, come on. He knows better than to commit that foul. If you don't have position, they're going to call that every time. The coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
Out to the right wing. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket. Here's Laprovitola. Releases. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Pass to McCormick. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Here's Cozier. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Vesely. Here's Laprovitola. Anderson outside. And a miss there on the triple. Pass to McCormick. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Right wing. Here's Aprinas. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Away team foul. Laprovitola. First personal foul. First team foul.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. To the paint. Five on the clock. The rebound by Anderson. Goes to the reverse layup and claps it in. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Defended by Anderson. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. He gets it in there.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Fires top of the key. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
It's picked off. An even 3-on-3 break. Stolen by Anderson. Here's the break. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. target from outside. 1:11 left to play here in the second quarter. And a slam dunk by Vesely.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Out to the right wing. Pass to McCormick. From deep. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. And here they come. Had the opportunity on the break, but couldn't sink the 3. Lets it go from deep. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring. Oh, great ball movement there.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Brooks. He's guarded close. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Second team foul. At the line for 2.
The first one falls. And both free throws good for Brooks.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Anderson outside. Shoots over Mirotic, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. They're up by 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Well, I think for the home team, this is when it starts to get real. You pass the opening night energy, and you're not as well rested.
I love the depth of this team, man. Their subs have been huge tonight, giving them a scoring punch that they've needed most.
And credit their coach. Thanks for joining us.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Pass to Balmoro. It's his first trip to the line.
First personal foul, first team foul.
First free throw is good.
2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time. Parker out there with Medu, and it's Satoransky in at point guard. No good from outside.
Team foul. First personal foul, second team foul.
Pass to Balmoro. Shields. Nailed from three-point land. He's got 21.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
There's the 3. Rebound by Parker.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Down low and stolen by Mirotic. Mirotic, a screen on Parker. Shields. A three-pointer, no good. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. And Satoransky wide open. He fires. Knocks down the 3 ball. Satoransky's got 14.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Jacks up a three. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
Look, in that first half, he was hot from beyond the arc. And that's now his second in this half.
Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Back to Mirotic. And Mirotic throws it down.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
Misses off the right iron.
Yeah, even though he was open, those leaners are tough to make.
They set the pick. The 3. The rebound by Medu. Satoransky looking around. Fires the 3. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Medu's got his first 3 points of the game. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
Personal foul, 4th team foul.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for 2.
And so he makes both from the line. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. From downtown, hands it from downtown. He's got 11.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
There's a minute 34 left in the third quarter of the game. Fall with the rebound. Fall's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. To the middle, back to Parker, pass to Fall. And here is Satoransky. Here's Fall. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one goes in. Fall's got his second basket of the night.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. The rebound by Medu.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Pulls it up. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Away team foul. Cody, 3rd personal foul, 5th team foul. At the line for your home team.
And he makes the first.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Now, here's Satoransky. He's guarded closely. Pass to Medu. There's Parker with the 3. That shot off. Here's Balmaro, covered by Parker. Over to the left wing. Mirotic, a screen on Satoransky. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Leading by 4. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
Yeah, that's great decision-making, and one that embodies a team-first mindset.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Good on the triple.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the 3.
They've got Anderson, and it's Vesely in at the center, locking down the middle. Carries it from 3-point range. He has 31.
Well, sometimes you tell players you can have a good game and a loss. You've just got to keep doing what you're doing, and the rest of us have to figure it out.
Here's Laprovitola. No good on the quick three. Provitola's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Shields. They grab their own miss. Back to Mirotic. Tries yet again. And he swishes it right through.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, this is definitely a close one. Let's see if they have enough in the tank to take the lead here.
A 3 from Anderson. He doesn't hit that one. Anderson's gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field to the left side wing. Here's the screen. Shields. Drills the three-pointer.
Look, this guy is clearly on a heater from deep. If you're the defense, you cannot allow him to shoot it from out there.
Anderson wide open, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Out to the wing. Paul Morrow, that's good. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Here's Laprovitola. Three-pointer. Drills it from outside.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Six to shoot. Pass to Balmoro. Puts up a deep 3. That one misses.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
That's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Anderson outside. Comes up empty down low.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
1:41 left in the 4th quarter. And good that time.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Abrinas hits it from three-point range.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Here's Balmoro. For 3. Rebound by Vesely. Vesely's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
1:09 left here in the 4th quarter. And the 3 ball is good.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Here's Balmoro. Off target with his 3.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
Good on the 3-point shot.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Puts up a deep 3. An absolute bomb from 3-point range.
That one's going to be the final dagger, and these guys can now celebrate.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're going to let up, and I like that. Keep pouring it on.
Looking to end the run. No good that time. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
so the road team gets the W in this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead.
Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Three-pointer. And he buries his first look.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Spins. Pass to Vezenkov. Let's go with a three. From the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
From deep. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Outside Fournier. Pass to Vezenkov. Down low. He's off on the layup. Out to the right wing. The three. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
To halt the run. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And talk about payback. He hits the revenge triple.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
No good from outside. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And the layup is good off the glass.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Pure from 3-point range. 12 points for him.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Fires it. Wide open, but he couldn't capitalize.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
To the inside. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Fires the 3, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
55 seconds left to play in the first. Down to 5 on the shot clock. On the wing, Fournier. Lets it go from deep. And no good. Fournier covering. Fires from deep. Mirotic. The rebound by Vezenkov. And here's the fast break. The kick out to Fournier. Hits the trifecta.
And both teams already firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Leading by 3. And back to the start of the... And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Man, why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
The shot by Dorsey, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Out to the wing. And the three-pointer goes.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Here's Peters. Pass to Fall. Wide open. They get it back to the left wing. Here's Dorsey. Gets some space and buries the jumper.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
There's the three. Doesn't go for him. Here's Papanikolaou. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Fires the three. They set the screen to the wing, right side. Here's Peters. Nails it from three. Peters has got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
Pass to McCormick. Count it. Good.
Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Evans, that's good.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
And a miss there on the triple.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
4-3. McCormick with a rebound. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Buries it from three. He's got 6.
Hey, the D's got to be better. I mean, that's a high-quality look for him.
Here's Evans. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Shoots. And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Home team foul. Number 7. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
The home team on D. Fournier up top. Yet to see a basket. They swipe it. There's 42 seconds left in the half. Launches the three. That shot is off. Here's Vezinkov. 6 points for him. From downtown, drops in the three. Vezinkov's got 9 points.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Pass to McCormick. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Up by 2. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Hey, everybody. Psst. I got a secret. We're approaching the playoffs, and we are starting the show with a breakdown of the Western Conference standings.
You take a look at the home team, they've been just solid at times. And at other times, they've been awesome. Fun team to watch. Total team effort. Instead of 5 starters, it's like they've got 7 or 8 guys getting it done. That's how good the reserves have been tonight, guys.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. From behind the arc. Shot is off. 5 for 10 now. And he dunks it down.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
There's the triple. That's his 6th make in 11 tries. Outside Fournier. And there's a pick. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
If you give Evan Fournier the kind of space necessary, he will drain it on you. That's pretty.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Shoots. Can't nail the jumper.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Here's Vezinkov. He's got 9. And he throws it down with one hand. 6 lead changes in a game that has a lot of character.
Yeah, both sides stepping up and making big plays.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
To the wing on the left. The 3 is up. Shot is off. 4 for 7 in the game now. Here's Balmaro. Fournier covering. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Offline from the top of the key. Pass to Vezinkov. And that one is hammered home.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Fires in the triple. He's got 24.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And he lobs it up top. Up high, and down it goes on the lob.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. for three. The rebound by Vezenkov.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
1:49 left in the third quarter of the game. Clock at 6. Here's Fournier. And he hits the jump shot. Fournier's gotten 4 this quarter. And what a wild one this has been.
8 lead changes, some big plays, and some big mistakes, too.
Misses the 3.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Pass to Vezenkov. They set the pick. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 1:02 left in the third quarter. Pass to Balmaro. Takes the 3. Buries it from 3.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he?
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
27 seconds left in the third. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Mirotic. Out to the right wing. From deep three-point range. He can't get it to go. The shot no good. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game. Both teams putting up points in a hurry. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The visitors with the ball. They trail by 1. Here's Peters. Here's Papanikolaou. Oh, there's the alley. Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession.
They set the screen. Lets the 3 fly. Here's Mirotic. And he battles for the ball, gets the second chance bucket.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. Drains the triple. Give him 30.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Here's Evans. Pass to Fall. Here's Evans. Here's Dorsey. And there's the lob.
And they have a never-give-up attitude.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
There's a screen. The 3. No good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Peters. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Gets the three to fall.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Team foul. First personal foul. First team foul. Coming onto the floor for your home team.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Now into the lineup for your home team. McCormick, number 16.
This one for three. And Dorsey gets it to go.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
They get the rebound. Clock at 4. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
1:41 left in the fourth. Has to fall to take the lead. And it's good on the layup. Fall's got 6 points in the quarter.
And both teams playing with a little more urgency in this half.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
Pass to Dorsey. A minute 15 left in the game. And he can't get that one.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
The three is up. Gets the three ball to go.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Oh, deflected. And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
And they barely get to retain possession. Many times, that's a turnover.
Here's Evans. Brooks defending. Here's Papanikolaou. Oh, swiped away. And it's good.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Five to shoot. Puts up a deep three. The shot that time not on target. Misses the shot. And so they get the victory here at home. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves.
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Evan Fournier. He's out there with Evan. And it's Vezenkov in at the power forward. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Now here's Evans. It's Fournier on the wing. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And here is Satoransky following Evan Fournier's three. Misses the three.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Here's Fall. Oh my goodness, what a play.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
Cody, first personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Fournier. A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Vezenkov gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Out to a hot start. 4 makes and 5 shots to begin this ball game.
He's guarded by Fournier from the arc. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Medu. Offensive rebound. Out to Parker. Shoots the 3. No good on that one. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to Papanikolaou. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. We talked about tackling the quote-unquote Sabonis problem. Coach said, we want to challenge Sabonis as early and often as possible. We'd rather see him pass the ball than find his own shot, especially inside. Well, they'll try to battle Demonis in the paint. We'll see how that works out. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. 8 points for him. A minute 50 left in the first. It's stolen, and they're on the break. Drops in the breakaway layup.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
Here's Papanikolaou. Pass to Vezenkov. Evans outside. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Satoransky gets the bucket.
They wouldn't want all of their guys shooting a 3 on the break, but when it's him, he's got the green light.
Here's Papanikolaou, covered by Parker. Fournier against Satoransky. Here's Papanikolaou. He gets that one.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
There's the drive, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And the first one drops.
taking 2 shots.
And so he hits both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
To the wing on the left. Here's Vazenkov. No good on the 3. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Medu passes to Satoransky. A 3-pointer off the mark. Pass to Fall. Fournier gets a wide open look. Bangs home the trifecta. Fournier's got 6 points.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
With the fadeaway. Kept alive, Medu. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Up by 1. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
Peters misses. Here's Rakovitola. Pass to Anderson. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. They set the screen. Puts up a 3. A shot by Dorsey, no good. Here's Abrinas. Connects from 3-point range.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Beyond the arc. Peters misses. Oh, and here comes Anderson all alone.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. We've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Pass to Dorsey. 5 to shoot. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. On Monday, then on Wednesday.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Here's Laprovitola. A 3-pointer, no good. Pass to Peters. Now Dorsey. Here's the 3. Trains the 3-pointer.
Proving once again, he is one of the best shooters in the league.
Here's Abrinas. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Abrinas has got 6.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Traps in the tray.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Fires from deep. He's off on that one.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Peters. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Here's Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Fires the 3. They get it back, and he jams it with authority.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him. He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Shoots the 3, sinks the 3-pointer. Anderson's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
They set the pick. The three. The rebound by Anderson.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And then Vesely with the dunk.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Here's Milutinov. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Plenty of space. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Now Dorsey. Over to the wing. They set the pick. Jacks up a 3. Peters with the bucket. Peters has got 6.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Deflects the pass, and it ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
From deep. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that does it for the first half of play. They lead by 8. They'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
With All-Star.
This is a contest where sometimes you get guys who don't play much. So a lot of their best dunks happen in practice. Makes the evaluation.
And talking about our game now, a very solid first half for the home team.
They're moving that.
And that's a halftime wrap.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. They've got Fall. Parker out there with Medu. And it's Satoransky in at the point guard. Here's Evans. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And both free throws good for Evans. Now, here's Satoransky. Fournier out there with Evans. And it's Papanikolaou in at the small forward. The shot by Satoransky, no good. Satoransky's gone 2 for 5 tonight. Outside Fournier. And it's Evans in the corner. There's the pick. Shot clock at 5. Outside Fournier. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. Cans the shot from the wing. He's got 14.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Chalk up 2 there.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Domantas Sabonis set the longest double-double streak in over half a century last season with 61 straight double-doubles. He said it's awesome to be mentioned as the greats. It's my job as a big man to get rebounds and to finish. At the end of the day, I'm just out there to win. Kevin?
Thank you, David. That double-double streak was a blast to watch. Historic in so many ways.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting 1 of the past 4 shots to fall. And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Buries the long-range jumper. Papanikolaou's got 5 points in the quarter.
He's getting after it, but needs some help if they're going to get it done.
Offensive rebound. Parker outside. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Vazenkov's gone 1 for 5 from the field, 20%. He was all alone on that one.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
Evans with it. Left side Fournier. Back to Evans. Here's Papanikolaou, covered by Parker. Shot by Papanikolaou, no good. Three-pointer, and that one's good. Parker's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Tries the spin move. Papanikolaou dishes to Evans. To end the run, and it's good on the layup.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
There's a screen. It's good from long range. He's got 20.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Here's Vazenkov. They get it back. Fall passes to Papanikolaou. Goes back up. The rebound by Medu. Medu's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Covered by Evans. Pass to Medu. Launches it. Fall with the rebound. Medu's gone 1 of 4 from the field. Papanikolaou kicks to Evans. Here's Vazenkov. Outside Fournier. Lets the 3 fly. The three-pointer is right on target. Fournier's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Up by 15. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Anderson, and it's Lapro Vitola in at the point. Here's Peters. It's hauled in by Lapro Vitola.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
The 3 from Anderson. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And the NBA last season, Richard, really emphasizing it's an 82-game league. And I know you love that.
Oh, that is my favorite thing. I was taught by the legends of the game that you go out there and play every single night that you can. At some point in time, the sports and science team realized that it is very difficult to be a professional. But I stand by. 82 games is an achievement that very few can achieve now.
They set the pick. From outside the arc. No good that time. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Pass to Peters. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Nice move. Trips it home after the terrific move.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Provitola passes to Anderson. And it's no good. Third time he's missed in 9 shot attempts. Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Provitola, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Provitola's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Rebound by Vesely.
Really thought he had this one. And the defense, they were giving it to him.
A 3 from Anderson. He'll not drop through. That miss puts him at 6 for 10. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And the league clearly focused on making regular season games matter. Right? You think more steps are coming?
Well, let's give the league credit because they've left no stone unturned. The play-in, the in-season tournament, the 65 games rule, all implemented with that in mind. Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Pass to Dorsey. Puts up a 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Vesely with the ball. Now here's Anderson. Launches it from deep. It doesn't go for him. Here's Peters. There's 31 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Clock at 6. And it's off from 3-point range. Here's Abrinas. Fires from way outside, off target, and so they get the victory here at home. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy.
Welcome and thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports as we get ready to go with our Saturday night presentation. Hi folks, Brian Anderson here, alongside two fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Barry at the table, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
No good on the three. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. I asked him what he told his team in regards to how to guard Paul George tonight. He told me Paul is a tremendous player. I told our guys that when he's attacking, we need to help one another out. It has to be a team effort defending him. So it sounds like he'll be sending plenty of defenders PG-13's way.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Launches it. Counted from distance.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Saturansky outside. A deep three. Sends it home from three-point land.
Well, a good start here. That's Trey for Trey, and that's Spanish for three.
First quarter, just over a minute played. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. 6 points for him.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Ball passes to Saturansky. From outside the arc, he's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
Cody, first personal foul, first team foul.
Three-pointer. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. Knocks it down from distance.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Launches it. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. From behind the arc, he connects. And now he's 4 for 6 in today's game.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in.
2 minutes remaining, first 2 minutes.
Another shot. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Such a big part of what he does for this team. Just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
Kicks it out to Parker. They need this. He's off on that one. Fires for 3. And Metu pulls it down.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted. Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
A minute 9 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Parker. The 3. Hits the three-pointer. He has 6.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now.
clock at 6. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Here's Satoransky. Sinks it from distance. Satoransky's got his 3rd basket of the night. Satoransky's gone 3 for 3 beyond the arc. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Lets it fly. Pass to Balmaro. Jacks up a 3. Drops in the 3.
And this early scoring is as much about the lackluster defense as it is about either team's offense.
Ooh, cans the tough leaner from the outside.
Didn't have to lean, not a defender on him, but he looked very much in rhythm doing it.
Up in time. Oh, it goes! He got it off in time!
Just in the nick of time. Whoa! The heave to beat the butt.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Up 6. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Was simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
On defense, the visiting team.
One thing they've been able to do in the first half is control the ball. They've given it up only once.
Stripped away. That 3's off the mark.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Pass to Mirotic. To the middle. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
And he buries his first look.
That's exactly what you work for, a high percentage look.
Over to the left wing, beyond the arc. Connects from downtown.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
For 3. That one misses. He's 1 for 3. Inside. Here's Vesely. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Pass to Mirotic. Just 5 on the clock. Here's McCormick. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
That's pretty unselfish there. He sees that there's a better shot on the perimeter and bang, just kicks it out.
Anderson can't get it to go. On the wing, Brooks. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Whew, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
And he goes in for the dunk.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Counted from distance.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter, much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Fires from deep. The shot won't fall. Lets the three fly. Offensive board. Pass to Anderson. Gets the three ball to go. Anderson's got his first 3 points of the game.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Anderson for three. No good that time.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Pass to Brooks. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
40 seconds left in the first half. Outside, Anderson. Here's Vesely. They set the pick. To the paint. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Here's Mirotic. Four seconds left. And the layup is good. He's got 5.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Leading by 7. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Hold on, I just got an alert on my phone. Ooh, half off bowling after the game tonight. Who's in? All right, looking back now at that first half, a bit of a hill to climb for the home team.
If they think they'll...
That does it for halftime. Let's...
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. We've got Chimezie Metu, and it's Fall in at the 5. It's good.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
They set a pick. Here's the 3. And Metu pulls it down. For 3. Parker, and that's good. Parker's got 6.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Out left to the wing. The 3 is up. Nails it from 3.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Nice move, and Parker throws it down.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there, lack of communication on the backside.
Covered by Satoransky. Right wing. Three-pointer, no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Parker. Offline with a 3. Here's Balmaro. 6 points for him. Fires the 3. Can't get it to drop.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
Back to Satoransky. From downtown. The shot off that time. And it's off from three-point range.
First personal foul, second team foul.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. And here they come. From deep. He buries it from three. 20 points for him.
Well, if he's hitting shots from there, he becomes so much more dangerous.
Puts up a three. Hits the three-pointer.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You've got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
I mean, he is bringing his game, guys. Another jumper from distance.
The three is up. The shot no good. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Tries again and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Over to the wing. The three. Balmaro grabs the board. Launches it from deep. The offensive rebound.
And he's battling for everything, doing all he can to help extend their lead.
Just throwing down the putback with authority.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there. But he's building off that strong first half he had. I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure him out in the second.
There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter. Takes the three. He drops it from range.
I'm not sure who is supposed to be guarding him. Ridiculous lapse there defensively.
Here's Metu. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Fades and shoots. No luck on that one. Out to the wing. Here's Balmaro. Drains the triple. Balmaro's got 6 here in the quarter.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Well, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Gets it off. No luck on that one. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Up by 15. And right after... And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And a nice finish on the layup. Give him 31 now.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul, first team foul.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And he knocks down the first one.
Taking 2 shots.
Both good from the line that time.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. No good from the wing. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from downtown?
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Just 5 to shoot. Fires in the triple.
We've been watching him hold court out of the arc. Just an unforgettable performance tonight.
The 3 ball. No good there. Off with the layup. And they're pushing it up. And the 3-pointer goes.
Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition, when no one's on you, great shot there.
Takes it inside, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Just a strong finish there, guys.
Hey, needed just one hand to do it. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Brooks with the rebound.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Here's the pick. Pass to Mirotic. Launches a 3. Second chance effort. They get it back. Brooks with it. 3-pointer. That shot off the mark. Anderson against Brooks. And Anderson gets the 3.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Here's Balmaro. He's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in his many attempts.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Anderson for 3. Drills it from deep.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Anderson's gone 3 of 5 so far from downtown. Driving in. He gets it in there. Balmaro's got 12 points here in the second half.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
Powerful. He saw an opening and turned it into a highlight reel.
Man, just sent it down with some force.
And typically, he is not the major force in that regard, but good enough to punish a soft defense on that play.
Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. No good with the triple. Now here's Brooks. Tightly guarded. Pass to Mirotic. From the arc. Anderson pulls it down. It's a race against time as they try to go on a run of their own.
Yeah, and right now the clock may be their biggest enemy.
Off target on the outside leaner.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more 3-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
Here's Balmaro. 6 on the shot clock. To the right side. This one for 3. Sends it home from 3-point land.
Have to get out on him. He'll burn you from there repeatedly.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. visiting club takes the win on the road. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Here's Vezenkov. Sinks the triple.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
There's the screen. Shields. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Coach said he knows the obstacles of playing against Paul George. He told me, you know he's going to have his fingerprints all over this game on offense and defense. Our goal will be to minimize how often we let him disrupt our game plan. We'll see how long they can keep George out of the picture. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Shields. Fires for 3. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on him.
Here's Papanikolaou. Offensive rebound to the left wing. Was shot by Dorsey, no good. Now here is Mirotic. Mirotic, the screen. Shields. Drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 9.
And from three-point range, guys, he has hit the ground running. What a first quarter.
Out left to the wing. Yes, that goes in. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Lets it go with the 3. Connects from three-point range.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Ripped away. And here we go. Stops, pops, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Here's Dorsey. Traps in the tray.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Oh, 6 of 8 from the field, 75%. Just scoring the ball at will.
Here's the screen. Here's Papanikolaou. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. A 3 ball. Rebounded by Papanikolaou. Here's Dorsey. And 1:01 left here in the opening quarter. Drains the three-pointer. Dorsey's got 6 points.
That is his shot, guys. So you can't just give it to him. You've got to get up on him and get into his airspace there.
Shields from beyond the arc and then some. 20 points for him.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
27 seconds left here in the first quarter. Launches from deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
From the arc, drills the three-pointer.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
Out to the right wing to stop the run. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Up by 12. Stay with us as we... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
That one from long range.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
From deep, Evans off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
But Trey McCormick with the rebound. And stolen by Fournier. Evans outside. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Pass to Peters. And the officials have called the illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Brooks outside. There's Cozier. Covered by Evans. There's the pick. Just 5 on the clock. There's 3-pointers off the mark. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Down low. Pass to Fall. Second chance shot. The shot, no good.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Such a wide open look. He has 6.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Brooks with no one around. They get it back. Quizair, and he uses the glass on the layup.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Top of the key, and the jumper falls for him.
Nice to see Fournier get involved on offense. He can do a lot of damage to the defense in a lot of different ways.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, we are seeing a new generation taking over the NBA. Commissioner Adam Silver says stars can be created much quicker these days. Sports is a meritocracy, and talent gets rewarded. With a social media community in the billions for basketball and a global market for talent, new and different stars end up emerging. Kevin?
Which is always good for the game. Great to see. And David, a great report again from you. Thank you.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And he banks in the layup. 10 points for him.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
There's 39 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Peters. Can't nail the jumper. Takes a three. That shot misses.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Fournier gets a wide open look. Pass to Peters. Here's Fall. It's Fournier on the wing. And we've reached halftime in this one. Leading by 7. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Make some noise and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center.
Welcome, everybody. The story tonight has been a solid...
They've had a lot of success in transition, running for their lives like a turkey in November. Bark, bark, bark.
I don't know that... And there's more NBA... Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Shields. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
To the wing right side. Now Dorsey with the shot, and he hits the jump shot. Dorsey's got 8 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Shields sinks the three-pointer.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
It's tipped and stolen by Mirotic. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. The shot, no good. Here's Papanikolaou. Still yet to score. Inside, here's Milutinov. Pass to Vezenkov. Now Dorsey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Second shot opportunity. Count that bucket. 8 points for him.
That is how you use the shot fake, folks.
Mirotic with it. This one for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. He's got 34.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
Pass to Dorsey. Here's Vezenkov, covered by Mirotic. Right wing. Here's Dorsey. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Dorsey's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
From downtown, and it's Vezenkov with the rebound. From outside, off the mark. And they're pushing it up. And that one is stuffed right through.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
1:46 left in the third quarter. Cans it from downtown.
What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
Launches a 3. No good. He's missed 3, and he's made 4 of his 7. Shields. Good on the three-point shot.
What a competitor. He's been looking for a shot all game long, and he's really shouldered the load for them offensively.
Here's Vazenkov. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. They set the pick. Takes the 3. Outside from Mirotic. Here's Papanikolaou. Off target from three-point range.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Bangs home the trifecta.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
30 seconds left here in the third quarter. To the right side. Here's Vazenkov. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Vazenkov's got 7 points here in this quarter. Guys, they've really built a nice lead here.
And doesn't show any sign of slowing down.
Shields. It's hauled in by Dorsey. Beyond the arc. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Leading by 14. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Shields. No good from outside.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
They grabbed their own miss, and Dorsey kicks to Papanikolaou. Mirotic grabs the miss. Shields. It's good from long range.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Up and in on the layup.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Out to the right wing. They set the pick. There's the 3. The shot missing. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Papanikolaou. For the 3. Hits it from three-point range. Papanikolaou's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
First personal foul. First team foul.
There's the triple. The layup off target.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Shields. Good on the triple.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Here's Vazenkov. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Puts up a deep 3. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
It's tipped. Shields gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
Here's Milutinov, and no good. The dry spell continuing for him. 1:24 left in the fourth quarter. Shields. The three, nailed from three-point land.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
From deep three-point land, from beyond the arc, and then some.
Always a threat. Three-point land that time was seriously expanded.
There's 42 seconds left in the game. Good work there as it goes. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
The long-distance three is buried. 30 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Now Dorsey spins. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Bezenkov. 5 to shoot. Pulls up. Beats the shot clock but can't get it to fall. From deep three-point territory. Can't get it to fall. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg, an enemy.
We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Chimezie Metu, and it's Fall in at the 5, roaming the paint. Covered by Satoransky. Here's Papanikolaou. 6 to shoot. Down low. Pass to Fall. And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back. Here's Fall. Stolen. In transition. Here's Metu. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Personal foul.
You know, that was an excellent play right there. Using his strength to power through contact.
First quarter of play, a minute in. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
He may need to take a seat and recalibrate. That's his second foul in under a minute.
Satoransky outside. And he drains the quick shot. Satoransky's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, we've all had those as coaches. That's a no, 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 yes type of shot.
Here's Papanikolaou. And miss after miss right now.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
An 8-point differential. Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Pass to Vezenkov. Takes a three. It's hauled in by Fall. Fournier covering. And here's Satoransky. Gets the three to Fall. Satoransky's got 8.
And I love their energy so far. They're now 4 for 4 from the field.
Here's Papanikolaou. Inside. Outside Fournier. There's a screen. To the middle. Cuts off the pass. Out to the right wing. From deep. Parker, and that's good.
The plan coming in is working. They're perfect 5 for 5 from the floor.
First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Papanikolaou. Parker defending. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Fall.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
They just can't stop this run.
And honestly, the more empty trips they have, the more they feel the pressure.
Boom! He jams it straight down.
What a critical bucket. This game could have gotten out of hand early if they allowed that run to go much longer.
Saturansky outside. From outside, off the mark. And there's the drive. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
And he makes both free throws. Will stand the minimum games threshold for postseason awards. It seems to be working as a motivator.
Well, especially, Brian, because those awards can impact player contracts. So that benchmark, 65 games, about 80% of the schedule, that's a bar that players are looking to surpass.
Do you like the 65 games, or would you like to see a different number?
I mean, I think it's great. If anything, I'd like to see it higher.
Wing shot on the way, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Hits the trifecta. 9 points in the game.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Pass to Dorsey. Fires the 3. Here's Peters. Here's Dorsey. There's 45 seconds left in the opening quarter.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push. Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Had the space there, but it's offline. From outside the arc, knocks down the long J.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
It could go. No good. Would have counted had it gone. The first quarter concludes, and a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And with each made 3, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
Anderson for 3. Unable to get that one. Here's Fall. Still no points. Here's Vezinkov. To the inside. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen. And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Puts it up. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Down low. It's stolen away. In transition, here they come. And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. They get it back. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, B.A.
Yeah, wanting to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here. Dorsey. No points so far. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Here's Evans. Buries it from 3.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Anderson for 3. That shot off. Here's Evans. Pass to Dorsey. There's the 3. Not going to go that time.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots. He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Fires from the wing. They get it again. Here's Evans. To the wing, right side. Shot clock at 5. Let's go with a 3. No good there.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Minute 32 left in the first half of basketball. Knocks down the triple. Give him 8 points now.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Here he goes, and he makes no mistakes. Slam dunk.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Flying in with the one-hand slam.
That right there was a statement finish. Lets it go from deep. Misses that one. 3 for 4 from the floor.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And they're running. From behind the arc. Sinks the tray.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
26 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. And Anderson over to help. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Here's Peters. We've got 13 seconds left in the first half of this game. 5 on the clock.
Come get it, come get it.
Fires the 3. The shot by Dorsey, no good. And the first half now in the books. They lead by 14. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Well, we all saw it. They've blown this game wide open with the three-point shot. The defense is scrapped.
All right, fellas. Appreciate you joining.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Here's Evans, covered by Satoransky. Pass to Dorsey. Here's Evans. Clock at 6. And there's a pick. Here's Peters. Sinks the 15-footer. Peters has got 6.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
We've got Chimezie Metu, and it's Parker in at the 3. He was all alone on that one.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
Here's Peters. Uncovered. And And it falls all over the rim and in. Peters has gotten 4 this quarter. And at this point, they're loving this big lead.
Absolutely. And they haven't really faced a lot of resistance.
On target from range.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Three-pointer. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
To the left side wing. Pass to Dorsey. Fires for 3. Satoransky pulls it in.
Well, after 3 straight makes, that's their first miss of the half.
Out of bounds.
Here's Dorsey. He's scoreless. To the middle. And there's the screen. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Takes the 3. He can't get it to go. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Personal foul, first team.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Hits both from the stripe. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Fader on the way. Nails it from beyond the arc. Give him 20.
Putting on a shooting clinic from deep. He had that huge first half, and he's still rolling.
Here's Evans.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
There's the drive. Here's Peters. Jacks up a 3. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
4-3. Shot's good by Satoransky. Satoransky's got 11 points.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Pass to Evans. Shot clock at 6. From deep. It's hauled in by Fall. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Knocks it down from distance.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
All alone. And he gets that one. He's got 11. Here's Satoransky. 11 points in the game. There's the 3. Pure from 3-point range.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Shot from the wing. It's hauled in by Fall. Fall's got his 5th rebound in this one. 36 seconds left in the third quarter here. Gets the 3 ball to go.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively. Can you even believe this is the same guy? What a difference here in the second half.
Puts up a deep 3. An absolute bomb from 3-point range.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
He shoots. And Dorsey gets it to go. Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. They lead by 18. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. For 3, Fournier with a rebound. We've got Chemezi Metu, and it's Fall in at the center position. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Launches it. That one is off. Fires from deep. Counted from distance.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Driving inside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Nice basic one-hander there.
Hey, I think he got some extra bounce off the ground on that one. The quick look, no good that time. Outside Fournier. Pass to Vezenkov. The 3 is up. No luck on that one. Up top Anderson. Fournier covering. Pulls up. The rebound by Vezenkov.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
To the right side. The open J off the mark.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
And he's going for the lob. Oh, it's stolen away. And the three-pointer goes.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot, but when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding him.
And that's a foul called on Evan Fournier.
Personal foul.
That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Well, Grant, in terms of scheduling, you see any way to eliminate back-to-backs?
You know, I'm not a big fan of eliminating back-to-backs, but to answer your question, BA, you have two choices. Either fewer regular season games or extend the season by a few weeks. I don't think either one of those options is in our future.
Picked it out of midair. Outside, Anderson lets the 3 fly, fires in the triple.
The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
Outside Fournier, pass to Vezenkov.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Just 5 to shoot. The wide open shot is on the money. Anderson for 3. No good on the shot. Anderson's gotten 2 of his 6 threes to go. Ball passes to Fournier. Here's Vezenkov. Just 4 to shoot. From about 19, Fournier with the bucket.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
They get the rebound. Outside, Anderson. Buries it from 3.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
1:10 left in the fourth quarter here. To the paint. Here's Vezenkov. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Nice pass inside, making things easy for him now.
Vezenkov's gone 50% from the field. 3 out of 6. Pass to Anderson. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Fall.
Defensively, you pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
From the arc. On target from range. 36 seconds left in the fourth. From downtown. And he can't get that one. "20 seconds left in the final quarter. Off target from outside. Offensive rebound. Let's go with a three. That one doesn't drop. And so the road team gets the W in this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.